Blowing across Nigeria is the wind of hope as Africa's young entrepreneurs with the same dream take a break from their everyday lives and embark on a journey across the nation with their ideas, innovations, and inventions. From the east, west, north, and south of Nigeria, we will witness as they make their way through the screening and auditioning to meet and convince the A.Y.E judges why they should be among the chosen beneficiaries.
You can't come and speak to a panel of investors and say, there's a whole lot of choices. You need to be as strong as you are technically with what you want.
No, I'm coming. This is new idea and new business.
But you don't really have a very strong structure of how you see your vision practically moving forward. You know, it feels very loose to me. I think you should have sat with them before you come here.
If you invest in that business today, you're not coming in to make mistakes.
We will experience their passion.
So I want to feed African as a nation.
Their pain.
Get out of here.
And their gain.
A.Y.E will give you a lot of customers. You cater for them and will give you money up front. You'll be able to buy all your equipment.
This logo symbolizes who we are. Black, the color of our skin, and golden, our wealth. Great and wealthy entrepreneurs have been produced by our rich continent. Interestingly, many started as young entrepreneurs. Welcome to today's episode of Africa's Young Entrepreneurs reality TV show, A.Y.E. I am Joy Michael.
Business is fun for me, Even if I wasn't, making money, I would still do it. Yeah, I just enjoy doing business. So, I think it's going to go pretty well.
Here is Abdulrazak with a passion to create unique cinema experiences for all. He needs a loan of 14 million naira from A.Y.E to achieve this.
My name is Abdulrazak Abilagbo, and I'm here to present my business idea, Sunset Drive Outdoor Cinema. We are an outdoor cinema, we're an outdoor drive-in cinema, and we have been in operation for almost a year now. We are the first in Nigeria, maybe West Africa, and I welcome any questions and suggestions you may have.
The first drive-in cinema was opened in the United States, and by the 1960s, its success attracted over 4,000 more. But due to the digital revolution in the cinema industry, coupled with technical and natural challenges, drive-in cinemas started to witness an unfortunate global decline. Today, continent-wide figures for the industry are sketchy as drive-ins seem to be making a comeback and a potential attraction for the growing middle-class families craving to be entertained old-school style.
Sunset Drive is an outdoor drive-in cinema. We cater to the youth demographic. We make money, number one, through movie tickets. Can I come and present them to you?
I can come watch a movie with this ticket.
Oh yes, you can.
Thank you very much for my ticket.
You're welcome. So this is our primary way to generate income, but we make the most money through food. We sell food and concessions on ground. We also sell advert space and advertising material like popcorn boxes, advert screen time on our big screen, and we also rent our venue out for one-time events and rentals. We're also looking to incorporate live TV, important football matches, Champions League games, and other, important events.
The venue, where is it?
Wuse Zone 5. That's in central Abuja.
Yeah. Well, whose venue is it?
It belongs to a garden, so we're leasing it out from them.
How big is it?
It's almost 100,000 square feet. So that can take well over 200 vehicles.
How long is your lease?
Our lease, we have not finalized our lease yet, but it's going to be 2 years.
Can you make it longer?
Yes, we can.
Is the facility owners, are they willing to make it longer?
They are 100% willing to make it longer.
They don't sell food in the facility?
No, it's an entirely different space. So we have...
Your own space?
We have our own space.
Why do you think they are working with you?
Because we, when we started, we told them that we're going to put them on the map. We're going to put their venue on the map. So he owns the entire street.
Oh, okay.
And we're just, we have our own partition of their garden.
Your screens? This is my last question.
No problem.
What screen? What's your screen?
We use a projector. It measures 10 by 5 feet.
And your speakers?
We imported an FM transmitter from the States. So our customers have to tune to whatever radio station we give them, whatever radio frequency we give them, so they can tune and enjoy.
Thank you.
How have you grown in the last year? What are your numbers like?
Okay, so when we first started, we were selling the novelty until we realized movies are actually, a cinema sells movies. So total, in the past year, we have 910 cars at our venue and an estimated 3,000 plus customers. So we don't charge per head, we charge per vehicle. You can have as many people in your vehicle as you want. And in that time, in the 4 months, we were operational for, we generated over 2.5 million naira.
With an impressive growth margin and customer base, Rasak's business seems to be doing just fine. The question is, what exactly is his business need?
The 15 million I requested for is to help pay for the lease, number one, and to develop our infrastructure and also promote the business's operations, to promote the business.
Break that down. So how much for the lease? How much for publicity?
Okay, so the lease for 2 years would cost 4 million naira. We can extend it, of course, but it will be more. And
it should be cheaper.
Yes, it will be cheaper. It will be cheaper. So our other major cost is advertising. So currently, we're using social media to advertise our movies, which is burning through, our margins. But because we're now selling food, we just recently started selling food, and we've actually realized that food is the biggest income bringer. And because we have no limitations on number of passengers, the revenue potential is really high. So we sell only high profit margin food items like popcorn. It costs us 70 naira.
Forget about all those parts. We know all those things. Okay, now your movies. Outdoor cinema is quite interesting, but one of the things that irritate me about some of the ones I've gone to is that they are dated movies. I want to see things like now. And what are you doing about that?
So our customers.
You know what I'm referring to, right?
I'm sorry?
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh, I do. So our customers, they also express this concern, and we're talking to a company in South. Originally, when we started, we used MPLC, Motion Picture Licensing Company. They have a branch in South Africa. It's an international company, and we licensed our movies from them. So our movies weren't old, but they weren't exactly new either. So now we're in talks with...
It's like the airports in the in-flight movies.
Exactly.
They are not old, but they are not new.
There's always some new release.
So they have this nifty little device. It's called the CineLink. Okay. So what happens with that device is they will give us movies through their platform onto that CineLink, which will be in Nigeria. So we'll be able to have the latest movies that are playing in cinemas. So we will have access to them 2 to 6 weeks after they come out. And it's also interesting to know that movies premiere, not all movies premiere at the same time. Some movies premiere earlier in the States, in the UK, and they may premiere 2 weeks or a week after Nigeria. Interestingly enough too, Silverbird and Genesis, because they are restricted to certain Hollywood distributors, they don't have as much leeway as we do, because movies like I.E. now, the horror, the Stephen King classic I.E., it was huge, but they couldn't screen it. It wasn't screened in Nigeria.
What happens to your ground during the day?
I'm sorry?
Your ground during the day, what happens?
Nothing happens for now.
What are you planning?
We're planning on using it for events, for people.
The facility owners allowed?
Yes, if we pay this lease, we have exclusive,
usage?
Yes, usage.
That's in your agreement?
Yes. So that's part of the ways we can generate income.
So the money you're asking for, what kind of fund is it?
Okay, it's a 15 million naira loan.
Okay.
And with a 15 million naira loan, we'll be able to take our business to the next level.
That's your only option? You're not looking for a partner or investor?
Yes, we're also looking for, investment going further. And we're also looking to partner with brands, we're also looking for mentorship too. Whatever is on the table.
Don't ask for too much, please.
I'm sorry?
Don't ask for too much.
Okay, no problem.
I'm still talking about the money.
Okay.
So is your business seasonal in any way?
It's traditionally, drive-in cinemas are, they only operate during the sunny periods, but because of new technology, there are now drive-in cinemas all over the world that can operate during the rain. We can operate during the rain, but it's just going to be infrastructure. It's going to be infrastructure, and that's, that's cost.
What about the psychology of your viewers? I mean, would they come out and leave their homes during the rain? That's
well,
you want to watch a movie in the rain.
We've had customers who, actually wanted us to show in the rain. Weather for two. A very large demographic of our customer base are couples.
Yeah, you can change it. That's what I'm trying to think about. You can sell that movie in the rain, and it's just going to be another thing. That's what mentorship could do, and you can.
And we sell privacy and comfort.
Okay, give us a minute why you think on movies in the rain. Give us a minute to think about this 15 million. What you want to offer the investor, though?
I'm going to offer them a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, a business that will break.
If they give you 15 million,
yes.
What part of your business are you giving?
Okay, I'm willing to offer 30%.
30% for 15 million?
Yes.
Give us a minute.
No problem.
But it's fun. I mean, like part of my childhood was going to drive-in, what we called them, brilliant, loved it. Yeah.
The thing is, again, that's what I'm trying to look at, what can happen on his ground during the day. So it's if this business model can accommodate daily engagement, during the day and at night, we know this will happen. So if this dies out, it's also known for Sunset Drive is also an event center where people can know.
It's like a big open space.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, where people can
bring in like a carnival or something.
Yeah, Sunset Drive Carnival, Sunset Drive. You see, that's why I'm saying that the only reason why this money is going to go there is if we get involved, but we don't have the time to get involved. So for an investor, if A.Y.E helps pitch this to an investor, he said 30%, right?
He said 30 for 15 million.
Since 15 million is good, should we find out how he's evaluating his company correctly?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, let's bring him
He
out.
needs to give us figures, the leasing and all of that.
Yeah, let's bring him out.
The judges seem concerned about the lifespan of the business and the financial implications involved. Would Rasak be able to convince them otherwise?
Razak.
Yes.
I see some good things around it. Business name, I'm a kind of like, everything for me starts with a name. So your business name, the model, yeah, it's not here in Nigeria yet, so yeah, there's opportunity. The figure is not too bad, but the fear of the lifespan of this business and making sure that you take full potential of that entire ground.
Sure.
You see, that's some of the good reasons why people bring in partners. Not just give me this money, let me start. Because when you the best time when you ride on an elephant, you're taller than you are. You know, in every angle. You know, even in your income, your profit, the way you think. While you're in there's so many other things we've talked about already that can happen with this business. On that note, we could help you look at a possible investor, but be willing to negotiate. And my advice is, don't fight for the profit now, because the profit of the future might be so much more than what you're trying to hold on to now. Don't be among the usual entrepreneurs that feel like, yeah, I want to. Should we bring that connection? Should we make that happen? For the love of A.Y.E into this project, we would also showcase it to so many investors. But I'm definitely sure they will want to know the evaluation. They would come with so many things. They want more. They will always want more. Because in this case, this partner is not just going to bring money. It's going to bring a lot of mentorship, ideas, esteem. So many things will come in. And because of that, they will ask for a lot more. So be ready for that.
That's fine.
And we wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
It turns out that Rasak's business needs more than a loan. It needs a shoulder to lean on. And with A.Y.E, he is one step closer to achieving his dream for his business.
50 million isn't a lot of money. Yeah, I should get it. Yeah, I should.
Starting and running a business can be quite hectic, especially when it comes to business registrations, business plans, brand activations, market research, filing annual reports, marketing, and advertising. Why don't you let us help you with all the above services and many more? At Business Takeoff Services, we have everything your business needs.
Well, we are hopeful. We are excited at most. We've done our own homework, and we expect that at the end of the day, there are one or two things that we can be able to learn from the judges too. You understand? But we are thinking that at most, we will be able to scale through the interview and qualify for the next stage.
Adekunle and his partner are vet doctors who have created a digital platform to revolutionize the veterinary industry in Africa. A 7 million naira business fund will enable them launch this platform, and they hope to get startup money from A.Y.E.
Adeolu Adekunle is my name, and this is Olalere Olatunjoye. We are from Visporter Technologies Limited, an online animal healthcare solutions. From here, Larry will take it, and we can go from there.
Okay, we're here to present our ideas to you, sir. And basically, Visporter is an online animal healthcare solution, which we're looking forward to bridge the gap that has been very obvious in the animal healthcare solution in this country. So, the basic idea is that we have increased animal ownership. We presently have increased animal ownership in Nigeria, and We have internet technology, which we have not been able to use to harness this particular gap. And Vsporter is the technology that we are bringing forward to create this solution.
Improved technologies are rapidly transforming the veterinary service industry and increasing potential revenue growth for practitioners. However, these technological transformations are simultaneously increasing the cost of service, and customers are not willing to pay more, leading them to rely more on traditional treatments or on e-information like telemedicine and teleconsulting.
All right, our product basically that we have is the online directory. We have the Talk to a Vet, and we have the Ask a Vet online, and we have the veterinary practice management system. Okay, the online directory works this way. It works through
move closer to your partner. Yeah.
Through the mapping system, whereby people can be able to connect with veterinary professionals and allied professionals to connect with them and to for them to render their services. And the Talk to a Vet is where people can call veterinary professionals, allied veterinary professionals, for cases that doesn't really need attendant professionals there, where they can probably an emergency case where the owner can actually take care of that case himself. So you can be able to call and connect. Then the veterinary practice management system is that which we are presently working on. That will serve to help coordinate. Is a cloud computing based system where veterinarians and professionals and clinics and pharmacies, and poultry farms and all animal related institutions can be able to manage their products and their services, from registration of clients and animals to product sales to laboratory results and everything. So that's just basically it. And the multi-vendor e-commerce, this will serve to sell all veterinary products, collars, chains, animal feeds, and all that. Basically, we have other online technological solutions like this that could pose threats to us, but they are not particularly fine-tuned and niche specific like our products would give. So those are the basic ideas, sir.
Which is your main focus? The practice management, so that your income comes from the vets, or the directory service and that, and your income comes from consumers? Which is your main focus?
Well, so currently our main focus is the practice management system, understanding that the current trend, there is lack of data, which is limiting the progress of the veterinary practice in our country now. So if you can use that to get to the professionals who are the first contact in the veterinary practice, these are the people that would encourage their clients to more or less use the system.
So my second question then is, with the vets, are you focusing more on the agricultural sector or for people with domestic animals?
It's all encompassing, the management system. Currently, the practice is suited for small animal practices. But as time goes on, we will extend and adapt it to other practices, allied veterinary professionals. Now, small animal practices, dogs, cats, then poultry too along the line. But subsequently, as the demand keeps coming and then we finish our market research on these other fields, we can incorporate other veterinary systems.
So I would like to understand, what would be the motivation for a vet to get onto your portal? It's basically a portal, isn't it? So you're bringing together, this is my understanding of what you said, so the vets are there, the pharmacies are there, the exchange of data is there, the patients, the owners are there too, right? So if you're selling product on that space, do veterinarians not make a lot of their income from product sales? And would that be an inhibitor for them if you're also selling products?
Thank you. The starting point is this. we have already had interactions and alliances with regulatory bodies for the veterinary practice in the country. And somehow they are supporting this drive. And for the vets themselves, we do a lot of business-to-business marketing with them, talk to them one-on-one about the benefit they stand to get. One challenge for veterinarians is that some of them feel there are some who have already owned the market. So someone who is just graduating or who is just getting into the field to be a consultant, whatever it is, might find it difficult getting clients. But having an online free-to-air platform where it can be seen, accessibility is a major problem.
Exposure is the big
exactly.
part of
They
it.
grab it with both hands. And
what does your business need? Because you
V-Spotter.
What does it need?
Need.
Business. What do you need from A.Y.E?
Okay. We need 7 million naira.
You wrote $10,000?
Sir?
You wrote $10,000.
10,000 US dollars.
Yeah. Is that 7 million naira?
On the proposal we submitted to A.Y.E, we wrote 7 million naira. But okay, but during the application process, I wrote $10,000. And
Why?
as we
What
kept
changed?
going, what changed is this: when the reality of the market set in, definitely we need to adapt to it, and then that's what we call change too. And as much as it is, we were hoping that the products we are bringing into the market would not cost us as much as
You didn't know about that change of request?
as much as we have budgeted for it. But by the time we got to people who would design for us, people who will be doing all of the activities for us, we realized that we
Mr.
have to
Oliver,
spend more.
$7 million. I don't know.
Naira.
7 million naira. So
naira, yeah.
that's the confusion when people put two currencies on an application.
Okay.
Excuse
You
me?
laughed at me, right?
No.
No.
So I have a couple of questions. What exactly is this technology? Is it a website? Is it an app? You know, how original is it? What licenses have you got? You know, because you need to be sure. Is it a software you're purchasing? These are some of the questions that I have. I also have, how many subscribers can you get readily? You know, and how do you intend to grow the business over time? What are your projections? Number of subscribers in the immediate and on the long term. You know, where do you hope to go on the long term?
You've got 1 minute to
with the
answer that
business?
question. All that question.
Okay. Basically, we have different products, and they are adapted for different purposes, but it is still all-encompassing under V-Spotter. The veterinary practice management system, which is our unique selling point, is a cloud computing based and is a software based programming.
9 seconds left.
Okay, that would be installed into veterinary practices and farms and pharmacies and all that. So that would be on subscription based. And we're looking forward to invite private clinics and all that to be able to use this program. And even individual, like personally, I use the program
42
myself.
seconds left.
Then secondly, we are looking at a projection, or presently we have about 150 professionals subscribed on this platform, which they get businesses running gradually. Then,
sorry, excuse me for continuing. On the platform, we have about 150 professionals registered on it. But like the first question you asked is it a software or a website? Now, for our directory and the Talk to Vet, Ask a Vet platforms, these ones are just internet that can, they're just websites. You can just dial in visportal.com/virtual vets. You'll get that to talk to the vets. Then for the
Is it live?
directory, it's live, yes.
His time is up. Give us a minute, please. I need to speak to Mr. Kunle about what he thinks.
Adekunle seems really nervous as he missed the key question asked. It looks like his partner needs to step back in at this point.
Sometimes, you know, I just feel like the way people get to present their business is also very key. I don't know. Did you catch the business, the product, the consumers? And,
Well, for me, it's still the same thing like the other guys building up apps, and like you're not ready for the business. And because the way they're speaking now, I don't think they're actually ready for the business they're talking about.
But is the need there? Sometimes Somebody can have a business idea and it's not ready, but it's a brilliant idea.
I think it's brilliant.
Yeah,
I think it's brilliant. But how are they going to look after who comes in and make it exceptional? That's the thing.
I like them and I like the idea. And for me, if it was my business, and you know I have internet-based businesses, I would go for the vets and all the other services, I would white label for them. So for the vet, it would be my portal selling products and my advice and mine. Each vet could have their own face for all of that. And then as a vet, why would I say no to it? I don't have to invest.
And that's not existing. You find that with a lot of other things, but not with.
Yes.
Because of that, let's bring them out and get a breakdown of this 7 million when we come. $7 million. Break it down.
First off, the milestones we have achieved, they are already down.
7 million.
Yes.
Spend it.
2.5 million to complete our veterinary practice management system. 1.5 million for marketing. 1.5 million again to cater for administrative costs in 6 months. And the remaining 1.5 million to help us extend our drive to be able to have up to 5,000 professionals on board out of the total that we have in the country.
You have 1.5 million for marketing and you want 1.5 million to extend your drive. What is the difference between the two 1.5 million? Extending drive and marketing. What's the difference?
Basically, in the veterinary industry, professionals mostly are reached through one-on-one interactions. We do some movements here and there.
And marketing is not part of your marketing budget?
Well, on the holistic, the online marketing is what the initial 1.5 million is for. To do adverts on social media, to be able to do other promotions, SEO marketing and so on. But for the other one, when we have to do business-to-business marketing, when we have to go for conferences and meet with these professionals where they are gathered, we can always use that to move around.
Right.
Stephen Reed is the digital business guy. He seems impressed with the duo, but not a big fan of their numbers.
Understand you need to complete your website, and I'm glad you've got a whole lot of money budgeted for marketing, but I don't see why you have to do anything other than market to the vets. The vets should be marketing your product to their clients.
I don't get that, sir.
The sales team.
One of the reasons why we are talking about, for instance, the Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association is hosting a conference by October, which we already plan Sokoto to go. And the major effect is that if we are able to...
So I'm just going to stop you. So if you've planned to go, you've got money for that.
Eh?
If you've planned to go, you've already got funds to go.
No, we already got funds to go on that.
Okay, carry on.
Where is it holding?
He's holding in Sokoto.
Sokoto is just around the corner. It's within Nigeria.
It's within Nigeria. That's in Sokoto, within Nigeria.
So you don't need 1.5 million to go to Sokoto?
Eh? No, we don't. What I'm saying is that there are myriads of conferences that holds. Like I still attended one like 2 weeks ago, organized by Dr.
Why don't you be more specific? That these are the conferences you want to attend. This is why you need the 1.5 million.
Okay, okay, all right. Like the MVMA conference only in Sokoto. And I know that there is another Small Animal Veterinary Association conference that will be holding in Ibadan. That's in November. And the major idea is to intimate professionals basically with...
And when you're traveling, just both of you traveling essentially?
Both of us traveling essentially.
Yes, so you guys are veterinary doctors?
We are veterinary doctors.
Okay.
I think your concept's really good. I'd like to think that you would do it to a level of exceptional, so that at every layer you're going to think about the client, and you've got multiple clients, right? But yes. Make their experience exceptional. Then you will retain them and they'll tell everybody else about it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm for them. I'm for you guys.
I'm for them, subject to a due diligence on the financial model attached to how they're going to roll it out. So for instance, without 7 million, because I don't personally believe you need 7 million to roll this out. How are you going to attach the
Your
numbers
execution process
to the
is the
finances?
problem right now. On that note, you're not going to get anything. Go fix your execution process, and maybe we can talk. Thank you for coming. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much.
The execution is as important as the idea. These doctors need to do a better job to bring their business to light.
I'm sure it's going to go on well. I've had the opportunity to pitch my idea to so many investors, and since they have a positive idea about it, I'm very sure that the judges will feel no different.
Here comes another techie. Babatunde is a young tech and media entrepreneur who seeks to take full advantage of the fast-growing digital space to expand reach of marketing and advertising of products and services in Africa.
My name is A.Y.E Babatunde, co-founder and CEO of FreeTech. FreeTech is a software development and a general technology company, and today I'll be pitching our premium product, FreeApp. FreeApp is an Android and iOS platform in the advertisement space, particularly in the just emerging programming marketing niche. Our platform provides the opportunity for app users to get paid when they view adverts, and also to generate promo codes to buy various products and services for a promo price, and also businesses the opportunity for them to list products and services which they want to sell for a promo price. At FreeTech, we believe that everybody deserves to be paid a salary whenever they view adverts. Some businesses have an awesome product or render an exquisite service, but due to the noise in the market, they've been unable to reach their target customers, people that will go head over heels to pay for the product and services they offer. And so some businesses have failed.
The advent of smartphones, cheaper wireless devices, and the growth of local advertising projects a positive growth in digital advertising. Recent studies shows that the budget allocated to digital and mobile advertising is now equal to the budget for television advertising and far surpasses that of print media. It is also believed that buyers are shifting to digital advertising because of the large amount of data and the flexible pricing it provides. It will also help them effectively target and focus on their audiences, leading to greater returns on their ad investments.
According to AdTrader, 80% of the audience which a television or radio ad hits are not within the product's target audience. That is, there are people that do not need this product. I remember growing up as a kid and having to watch the advert of Always Sanitary Pad, a tampon, in between my favorite cartoon on Saturday morning. And so I was wondering, how would I understand what this product does and how would I even end up buying it? Traditional means of advertisement also do not guarantee the marketers the audience attention. Nobody parks their car by the highway to read what a marketer has to say on the billboard. Commercials in between our favorite television programs are the most annoying things we hate because they're the perfect time for us to either switch to television stations or to use our smartphones. This means of advertisement also practice interruption ads. Nobody smiles when they see an ad pop up on their smartphone. Despite the astonishing fact that they have a low audience to customer conversion ratio, that is, only a low percentage of people end up buying a product or recognizing a brand after viewing their advert, they're also very expensive. Billboards cost around 12 million naira for a period of 6 months. And TV commercials, we all know how much they cost. And so, the new definition of impossible has become any small shop owner or any retail shop thinking of advertising his product and service on the television or radio station. The big concept here is that we solve these major problems in product and service advertisements with the use of artificial intelligence. When you sign up to use FreeApp, you're required to fill a registration form from which we gather data. Based on how you interact with the app, your daily app usage, the product and services you order on our promo shop platform, we gather more data. So we use this data to categorize our app users and to send them only adverts that are relevant to them. So in what sense, what am I saying? A man doesn't get an advert to buy a sanitary pad, and only a woman between the age of 15 and 50 gets this product ad. Students don't get an advert on a pension savings plan. We also guarantee our marketers the audience attention, that our audience will always listen to their marketing, to the advertisement message, because we pay our audience for listening to ads. So when an advert pops up on your smartphone, you get 7 naira credited into your app account for staying on an ad for 7 seconds, and up to 30 naira for watching a video ad of 45 seconds or less. At the end of the month, you could make about 3,000 naira for you to cash out through airtime recharge or through bank deposits. We also run a promo shop platform on our app where businesses can list products and services which they offer for a promo price or a price cut. Promos and price cuts are an effective way for businesses to get the audience attention in a noisy market, retain them as customers, and to improve their sales. So basically what we do is you could generate a free app promo code and get to Domino's and buy a chicken pizza for 1,500 naira instead of paying 3,000 naira like the previous customer just did. Or have your hair cut for 100 naira with a barber that just opened next door, offering a promo price simply because he wants people to know that it's open for business. The artificial intelligence we have integrated into our application does more than you can imagine. It has been built to develop itself and to learn on the job. So we could only get better at targeting our ads to specific audience, sending adverts to people at the specific time of the day when we know they'll be less busy and interested in viewing ads, and to pay them for viewing adverts like we enjoy doing. The basic way we generate revenue is through the sales of adverts on our platforms. We charge 14 naira per traffic, so we have a 50% gross profit margin on each of the ads we sell. We pay 7 naira to our app users and keep 7 naira. By doing this, we offer a level playing ground for small-scale businesses and large firms to advertise their products and services. A small shop owner can decide to buy a traffic of 50 people, while a large firm can decide to buy a traffic of 50 million people, all depending on the advertisement budget. On our promo shop platform, we also charge fees for businesses to list products and services that they offer for a promo price. We also offer some product content on our promo shop where we get revenue from the sales of these products. We also bring the reverse ballgame in product and service advertisement like nobody ever does. It's a custom for the audience to pay to get interrupted by ads. Take, for instance, you buy a newspaper to get interrupted by several pages of ads, or subscribe for your paid TV, not to be given enough time to watch your favorite television show because several ads will pop up. We actually pay our app users for viewing adverts like nobody ever does. We also guarantee marketers greater audience attention, a 77.75 greater audience to customer conversion ratio, and we're less expensive compared to any of our competitors. We're acquiring a business loan of 2.5 million naira from A.Y.E. We'll be using a portion of the loan to organize our app launch event in 4 universities across the country within 15 months of business startup. 70% of smartphone users in Nigeria are the millennial generation, people within the age of 12 and 38, a large percentage of whom are students in universities across the country. So a proper marketing strategy will be one that understands this audience as its major target audience and then takes the app straight down to their doorstep, which is at universities. So we'll be hosting an app launch event in 4 universities across the country within 15 months of business startup. The app launch event is going to host a trade fair session where students will be given the opportunity to buy various products and services simply by generating our promo codes. And also, we will be hosting an app launch party where celebrities will come around to perform. A whole lot of students will be interested in seeing their favorite celebrities perform, but we'll request
Thank you very much.
Now, that's an impressive pitch by Babatunde. The look on the judges' faces said all. He clearly prepared for this day. Now let's get down to business.
That doesn't move me at all, you know? So don't get it twisted. Let's talk about who is building this app.
I couldn't hear you, sir.
Who is building the app?
I'm building the app.
You're an app developer?
Yes, sir.
How many years experience do you have?
How many?
Years experience. How long have you?
About 5 years.
Tell me about some of the other apps you've built.
Okay. I actually started as a web developer, and so from developing e-commerce stores for people, my first app development was to develop an e-commerce store for a mini shop owner. And we also have a team that are working together on developing this app. Take, for instance, this app goes beyond Android development. We need an AI specialist and a data scientist to work together to develop the app. And so I do the Android programming while the remaining of my teammates do the AI part, the artificial intelligence part of the app.
So just tell me the profits you make again.
We have a 50% gross profit margin.
And you charge how much?
We charge 14 naira per traffic.
What do you mean per traffic?
Per traffic, per person you want to advertise.
Per person?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just concerned about the money aspect. You want 2.5 million naira, but you want to launch in universities. Now, I understand that it's all about the millennials now, but how much is their purchasing power after viewing some of these adverts? I would expect that you want to launch at various weeks. I mean, you have a lot of ICT weeks. You want to launch this product, you know, at weeks. For instance, if Google is having a week in Lagos, maybe that sort of event. I know they have a social media week as well. I'd expect that you want to launch there because not only, you know, would you meet millennials there, you know, but you also meet a slightly older crowd that have the purchasing power. And after viewing the adverts, then you want to sell. You want your subscribers to be able to sell their products.
Your clients are those that buy the advert?
Yes.
Yes.
Why are you going to campus? That's
Okay, our clients are those that buy the adverts, but the people they want to reach are app users. So if we don't have any app users, there will be nobody to market with us. So in order for us to reach marketers and businesses, we'll be entering into affiliate partnership with already established advertisement firms. So they'll get commissions on whatever advertisement budget they attract.
Why do you want to launch on campus? Just to get users, right?
Yes, we want to get exactly just to get users.
It's a free download.
It's a free download.
What's the 2.5 million for?
But isn't it part of 2.5 million for our premium service like the Google Cloud services and Firebase services we need to pay for? We also need to set up a workstation, where the remaining portion of the loan is, of the fund is what we're going to use.
Workstation where?
Workstation
Where?
at Ikeja. We need to buy some computers.
Where do you stay?
I stay at Ikeja.
Give us a minute. We'll call you back.
Was thinking, you know, you want people to talk fast, and he certainly was packing it in his 10 minutes, getting everything on the table, covering every single base. Depending on the rewards, I guess it's possible. I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's possible.
He needs a lot more money than 2 million. He's going to be burning money for like at least a year.
Yes.
You know, to get enough people onto an app. So how do you partner with one of the networks or whatever to get them to help you launch the app? Yeah.
So how do you partner with?
So for instance, how do you get potential advertisers to help you drive the app's reach, so that they go out, come onto this app, and you can do whatever? And you're still going to need an investor, but there's going to be a lot of money to get the app out there. A lot more than 2 million. A lot more.
I agree.
Why you can just say to apply for the program next year, go on free app to download the form. Thousands of people, a lot of people will go on there for him, so you can help him.
He might, like what I'll follow on to what he's saying. I think that he's essentially a programmer or someone who can build the app, you know, and he has a team. And I think they should stick to that while they hire or they contract people who can market the app, and that's where he'll need a larger budget, I think.
Yeah, let's bring him out. Free app.
Yes.
It's a good idea. And somehow I'm thinking that you're taking it to campus because people are gonna wanna view the adverts and get those payments. Is that one of your reasons?
Because the millennial generation are very good at referring to people. So if we get to millennial generation, they'll be able to refer it to their parents and to their family and friends.
It's not about the reward they want to get. Because at the same time, I don't want people just trying to watch, and I think my reach is going high, and they're just watching my product and they're not my target market at the same time. So you got to be careful of that. That's why you have to spend a lot of money on the marketing and business development. You've tried, you've known what you need to say, you've presented well, you also have the background of software and whatever, but yeah, we can work with you. We can work with you, but not give you the money. Your priority is to see your idea come to life, right?
Yes.
Or your priority here is to get money? Which one is it?
My priority is to see my idea come to life.
We'll help you get your idea to life. Thank you so much.
Off goes the bright young star who is set to bring his vision to life, as A.Y.E is happy to guide him towards becoming a remarkable techpreneur.
I would like to thank judges for the opportunity to get to showcase with them, and I got a positive response for them, so I look forward to working with A.Y.E.
Sheyi and Alubankudi are on the show with an idea to run an e-learning portal for students of tertiary institutions in Nigeria. They identify a need for a unified educational resource portal in Africa, where students can access and retrieve course materials at various levels in their study. The judges had a good understanding of what their business plan entails, but their research falls short as the mode of operation and statistics of their proposed market is not clearly defined.
This is a good direction. I always like businesses that are technology based. I just wanted to be sure that you've got your statistics right and use more than one school as a model to be sure that it can be replicated in other schools, especially when you're going across Africa.
You know why? Because when you're sure, then we are sure to invest in you. Go do that. You can get back to us. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next time.
Ayokunle and Ayobami are members of an association for agricultural graduates from Ondo State. Due to the low employment rate of young Nigerian graduates, they decide to set up an association to empower agropreneurs from Ondo State.
All right, sir. We actually need A.Y.E to give us business funding for the 40 graduates that we have submitted.
They seek a grant of 12 million naira to help 40 young agropreneurs start up a Gary farm in Ondo State by allocating 300,000 naira to each agropreneur.
40 farmers.
Yes, sir.
When we give them 300k each, yes, right? Sir. What do you benefit from it?
I'm the president of the association.
Okay.
You know what I stand to benefit is multiplication of beneficiaries after every planting season, because of course it will be my joy and the joy of other leaders to see all of these graduates who have been trained since last year start
you see that, when I say that employment, it's like you are another A.Y.E. That's what you are. But on the farmer side, I identified entrepreneurs.
Yes, sir.
You identified farmers. Very good thing that you're doing. And you got your farmers in, and you came to a bigger A.Y.E. to give you the money to disperse to your own farmers.
Yes, sir.
To do whatever. You didn't use our own model. Our model was simple. We built a database,
yes,
and from our database, we started seeking out, sourcing sponsors, creating models, yes, used our personal funds.
Yes,
a lot of our personal funds go into disbursing to entrepreneurs. So, is that clear? Is that what you are? So it's not like you make personal profit as a business?
No, I don't make personal profit because I'm one of the graduates.
Although their cause is noble, their request was denied on grounds that it contradicts the budget plan of A.Y.E, as their plan is not a business venture, but a non-profit venture.
And A.Y.E has never funded another organization. We don't even have the capacity to do so. The good thing about you coming here is that you have been showcased. So there can be international bodies that can take you on to empower this good thing you're trying to do, because you want to feed the nation, which is a noble objective. On that note, I can only say thank you so much for coming at this stage.
Next on Africa's Young Entrepreneurs.
Remember last time I told you when I was speaking about the way I was speaking, you feel like eating chicken and all that. I promise you chicken.
Okay.
I said I'm going to get you chicken that you eat. Get into the market, get a very nice chicken, prepare it. That's why I was rushing so that I can show you what you understand?
They brought you chicken.